of those.
There you go. On the other side, of course, of her is Georgia Johnson, who has already lost once today to Annalie Waters. She would like to avenge that for sure. And then the undefeated Catherine Parenteau and the 17-year-old phenom Annalie Waters. Let's play pickleball.
Okay, Humberg. Marie starting off very quickly with 2 slices from the back of the court and then a one-handed roll up at the kitchen.
1-0-2.
Yes, seems to love to slice that. Keep an eye on that. There's another one right there. Annalie caught off the court, and slice and dice is working so far.
Yeah, and that's the couple times I have seen her play. She does go to that slice a lot and has those classic tennis volleys, but so far so good early on.
Side out.
High third is demolished by Annalie Waters, but that is the start you want to. You're on championship court. It's semifinal Saturday. Just get a couple on the board. Couple fans walking behind, again packed to the rafters here.
Yeah, it's good power from Georgia Johnson, and if anyone can match the firepower of the 1 seeds, it's Georgia Johnson. I am just wondering if she can pair that power with some consistency in this match.
I mean that is full knife there. Get the Ginsus out. My goodness, Mari is bringing the slice here, and that was pretty.
Second serve.
Yeah, good spot right up the middle from Catherine Parenteau.
2-0-2. Side out.
Catherine Parenteau, of course, accepted that Michigan State invitation and played there. So it's wild how this stuff all intertwines. Oh, just poke that right down the line.
Well, the finish, great, but the starting of the fire, there is a lot of paddlehead speed and wrist manipulation on that backhand from the kitchen.
Point.
The only challenge with slice is if the other side likes topspin, the ball keeps spinning in the same direction, so you're making it even easier for them.
Point.
Good dive from Parenteau there.
2-2-2.
Wow. Hello, Catherine Parenteau, head firefighter. I mean, she just puts out the fires every time, Adam.
And she doesn't just get it back, she puts it in the kitchen, Dave. Unreal defense from CP.
Oh, no, again.
Yep.
I mean, come on.
And I would say this is a bit of a surprise on the alignment of Johnson and Humberg, with Humberg on the left and Johnson more of a known commodity. So I would probably guess that is more comfort for Humberg to be on the left than anything else.
You also see that Catherine and Annalie, who usually switch all over the place, are keeping Annalie on the left. And right on cue, she comes flying forward, and that 2-0 start seems like Johnson and Mari Humberg, and they need to get this quelched. Oh, wide on the half volley before. Annalie Waters loves an angle, but didn't need to make that one.
Not clear enough for me to overturn. 7-2-2. Point.
And this is now a massive problem because now routine errors are happening.
8-2-2.
That is beautiful.
That's a great angle. And the best way to stop a team from playing loose is the scoreboard. But Catherine and Annalie are so rarely down or rarely have scoreboard pressure. It seems like they're always playing loose and free.
And that is a lively attack, too, from Humberg.
Yeah, like 15 feet off the kitchen line and plenty of power to win the point.
Yeah, because those usually come back from Annalie and Catherine. That was just too much pace.
Yeah, and that's to touch on what you said earlier. I love it when opponents slice to me.
Yeah.
And I can roll that ball, whether it's a third shot drive or from the kitchen line. And we saw Annalie on that last one crush that shot off of the drop attempt from Humberg.
So they get one. This will be interesting to see if they're going to unwind the stack or not. And it didn't look like they were going to. We never got to the finish of that. We'll see if Georgia does indeed stay on the left here. And she will. Man, just some loose routine errors. And this is game point in mere minutes. And that sails deep. And it was 2-0. And we felt like, welcome back, top seed, looking fantastic here. They've definitely gotten a bunch of visits to the freebie factory, though, from the other side. Let's see if they can get that cleaned up. Nice little half-speed flick from Georgia. Very nice start.
That's right. Get to the kitchen and then pressure from there. We know Georgia has offense from the kitchen, and we've already seen Humberg with a couple nice rolls on the backhand. So get in and pressure from there.
Oh, she got there. That was a good drop volley, but Annalie Waters just didn't have any angle to get it up and over there. So yeah, we've seen some very interesting stuff from Humberg.
That low attack at the beginning of that point was wild.
That was a little wide from Annalie Waters, so
probably
game one, 2-0.
Probably didn't need to do the half Ernie right there. Just go ahead and blast it. Lost her balance a bit, and that's what caused the error wide.
2-0-1.
And Humberg had the same problem that she created when she hit that lovely drop volley earlier. Just no way to get it up and over, except if you're Thomas Wilson, if you saw that earlier today. And just kind of bumper cars in the middle there a little bit, and that forced it wide.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Dropped to a very good place because I'm not sure whose ball it was. It's hard to argue with Georgia when she's taking a forehand on that ball. Much different if she's taking a two-handed backhand.
0-2-2. Point. 1-2-2.
Man, this one-handed backhand cross-court roll is a thing of beauty.
She's got all the spins, that's for sure. She is carving the ball, and these shots out of the air from the kitchen from a low position have an insane amount of topspin. Just a wild get from Annalie in the middle of that point. You think you've done what you needed to do, and it's just not enough.
That's why there's a 0 in that loss column.
2-1-2.
Absolute no-go zone for Georgia, and she's actually been fairly patient in this match, trying to find and pick her spots. That is not the place to go.
Yeah, it's tough when you're, I would say it's probably about 25% of the balls going Georgia's way. It's tough to have the proper shot selection when you're getting froze out a little bit.
Second serve.
Especially, it's usually not the right side player that's getting frozen, but that's certainly the case here. Oh, the run-up. Happy Gilmore serve is back. Oh, she got a short return off of it.
Yeah, but that's one advantage of the heavy slice, is it is hard to dip that paddle head underneath. So if you don't do that properly, you might be in trouble.
Third shot lob. Wow, Humberg is just willing to attack off her shoelaces, Adam.
Well, the thing is she fooled Catherine, but it's so slow it didn't matter. Catherine had the reactions to smack that counter. She had a window, too. That was interesting court positioning from Anna Leigh, kind of
dove to the middle.
Right.
1-2-1. Second serve. One, two, two.
Oh, tough luck there.
Yeah, that's no chance.
2-2-2. Point.
Wow.
Again.
That's 3 rallies in a row off the tape. 2 go in favor of Waters and Parenteau.
Yeah, she had a good window up the middle, so it probably would have been a quality attack either way, but no chance when it clips the tape, as I mentioned, 2 in a row.
Man, this cross-court one-handed backhand roll just keeps being a great shot. Now you start going, all right, we just can't put the ball in the air over there.
2-3-1.
It's really, some of the absolute shot making has been relatively even, but the unforced errors from Johnson and Humberg are significantly more right now.
And Georgia on the left side of the court, and that's, you know, we thought that might be the answer to start the day. Now, again, don't get beat the same way that you did. Make some changes, and that's what they've done here. Oh, and theirs off the tape, of course, goes deep. Humberg's checking in with Jim Ryan, and ball, from my vantage point, and we are courtside, but we are as far from that ball as you could get. So there is a challenge, though, on this one.
So they appealed, and the referee said he saw it out, and they still decided to challenge.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
So let's see, Mr. DeHennis, what do you got for us?
After review, the call stands. The ball was out. A challenge is lost. A timeout is lost. 2 timeouts remaining. 1 timeout remaining. Resume play at 3.
Very definitive, Drew. We appreciate that, and thanks to all the referees. Can't do this without them. Oh, lob serve. Okay.
Point.
But we do see Georgia remaining on the left. Now, they didn't unwind the stack on odd, so I'm not going to give it a full commitment to the left here yet.
Yeah, two slower serves coming out of the timeout. I'm always interested to see what happens when 2 quality coaches have a powwow with their players and then come out of the timeout. And this is obviously a point of emphasis.
Oh, a wild poach there. She read it, but just up the line. And I think one of the things, certainly those that love to slice, they like a little pace. And if you don't give them any, it's really hard to make that slice return. And unfortunately, that carried over to the service.
Well, she hit the crap out of that serve, just unfortunately didn't get it over the net.
Just wide on the dink, and Humberg is checking in with Drew DeHennis there. And it's Jim Ryan. Now again, they didn't listen the first time, so they could have challenged that. They choose not to. What a get from Humberg. Just deep. Tremendous rally from all four players right there.
Definitely the point of the match. I thought Humberg was done for on that first one, and there was even another let cord later in the point.
Side out.
And there's Georgia on the left, man. She has lit up dudes in mixed too, so she's got the offense.
I raised my hand when you said she's lit up dudes in mixed before.
Are you part of the club?
I'm part of the club.
You've been indoctrinated, Adam.
I've been the victim of Georgia Johnson before.
Second serve.
I mean, there's no ball that she's scared to speed up.
Yeah, but those, the previous ones, they were low, but they were kind of within her hips right there, right on balance. Those were a little too out wide on that last particular shot.
Side out.
And I will say, the slice from the back of the court is easier than slicing in the mid-court.
No doubt about it.
Much more difficult to do so as your 5th, 7th shot or whatever it may be.
Man, these angles over there are tremendous. And explain why is it harder in the mid-court, Adam, with the slice?
Well, at the back of the court, you have time to bring that paddle higher and kind of cut through the ball. And I'll elaborate further. Yeah, you just don't have time in the mid-court to have that wrist kind of locked and loaded and be able to get underneath the ball to scoop it up over the net.
5-4-2.
I mean, if it's in the air on the left side, she is just saying, get that out of here. And these angles, she is the protractor queen today.
Yeah, she's even getting a smirk out of Annalie Waters like, I always get a paddle on these balls, and I'm not even touching some of these angles from Humberg.
We're going to take that one out of play. Humberg's put so much spin, she spun it out of round. So here we go.
Power it out around, spin it out around. You're really cutting the ball hard, and then
live.
If you're doing that.
Point.
That was almost,
it's 5 apiece, folks.
Yeah, it was almost a little half-hearted from Annalie Waters there. She normally just shotguns that with the forehand. The mid-pace, Georgia was able to handle.
Just wide.
Second serve.
It would have been very unentertaining because Annalie Waters was going to get there, but then was it going to be a tweener? I think so.
I think so, too. Really good stuff at the kitchen line from Humberg and Johnson. And Johnson had a tall task to get to the kitchen early in that point. So great soft stuff from her.
6-5-2.
Total miscommunication to start, and they lived to tell about it, and they have a lead.
I think she's trying to blow on it a little bit.
I mean, why not? Whatever it takes. So, side out. Waters and
5-6-1.
Catherine Parenteau trail by 1.
Like I said, there's rare scoreboard pressure, but we have a little bit right now, Dave, and I don't think it's going to affect them too much, but we saw one error right there.
I mean, just clears her body, paddle face to the net, and made both of those look easy.
Yeah, she certainly did. Nice short stroke, and Annalie went for it on the cross court, and Humberg was up to the task.
Point.
And that will create a timeout, and look what we have here. It is Johnson and Humberg up 7-5 in game 2 area, and the top seeds were cruising, and then the brakes were thrown on that by some inspired play by Georgia Johnson and Mari Humberg, except for that swing.
Yeah, well, I was about to say it's because they cleaned up their unforced errors, and Georgia Johnson puts one halfway up the net.
Just get that out of here. So you and I talked off air about, I think, a pep talk. No strategy. It was like, Catherine and Anna Lee, let's see your best stuff, and let's see it now, and keep lobbing the serve. Very interesting. And there's Georgia's like, hey, this angle thing you do, Ms. Humberg, it's fun.
Yeah, you use one, I use two, same result.
Catherine unable to bunt it back over, so they do nothing with the ball.
Yeah, sometimes you do X's and O's, sometimes you whisper sweet nothings, and sometimes you kind of poke them in the chest to get them going. And that's what they need right now.
Wow, and a ball off the tape, and it is 8-5.
Yeah, tough luck. As just a couple points ago, Georgia tried the same thing and got it destroyed, but this time, net assisted.
Oh, we got to make that serve right here. Like, this is when we watch a lot of teams get close, push them a little bit, do get leads later in games. That you cannot miss that serve. So they don't get to the kitchen. They get, oh, and Anna Lee Waters ran a 4.440 back to serve.
I'm fine with it, and I like the pep in the step, as you mentioned, Dave. And you know, she came over, she went for it. I don't hate that play.
Wow, third shot, top spin lob. Another awesome angle here, and Georgia Johnson's got it. And I know they might have gotten coached up to hit these soft serves. They are not working at all. Like, that needs to be taken out of the mix.
Second serve.
Tried to short hop that one, and a little off balance again.
Yeah, it's not her preferred play. Yeah. She obviously likes to cut the ball, so she went to the short hop, which I think is the right play from the midcourt, but just doesn't have the same feel for that shot, and that's right into the video board.
Yes,
Dave.
Spring training here in the Phoenix area, and that is roped off the wall for a triple.
Second serve.
So they went play fast. They went back to the by the book, and they are making the errors now, are Catherine and Anna Lee. Got some folks moving. That's got to get those guards at the door. Stop those people. Oh, wow. And what does it take? A little skitter. It didn't then hit Humberg and still stayed in. And Anna Lee's not interested in any of that right now. Get the ball back and serve.
6-8-2. Side out.
Just very whippy. I mean, this is the best. I talk about they're the best offensive and defensive team. This is world-class defense, and the offense from Humberg and Johnson is giving them big trouble right now.
And on the right side, the forehand roll and a couple of bunts in the middle instead of going for the slice there. Adam got the ball on the ground. 2 points from forcing a game 3.
Angles aplenty in this match.
Oh, they're ever. I hope if you love geometry, you've come to the right place. Humberg says, I would like to play the left, please. So here we go. Oh my, they both said go. Wow, and Humberg set up Georgia, and they would have had game point on their paddles.
But Humberg is jamming people up left and right here with those speed ups from low positions.
Yeah, and I think they aren't respecting the reach, too. So we saw a lot of Anna Leigh on the left in game 1. Now a lot of her on the right here in game 2. Interesting. Probably has a lot to do with Georgia's positioning. Oh no, and Humberg had another great look. And man, have we seen this? To stay undefeated, obviously most of it is you, but you need a little assist sometimes when you're not at your best, and they just got a couple there. They are coming back. They're within 1. Catherine and Anna Leigh, they don't want to play a game 3.
One timeout, no timeouts.
Welcome back, everybody. Timeout called from Johnson and Humberg. Anna Leigh Waters still serving, and it's just on a 1 here.
Second serve.
Well, they went back to the rip serve, but that third catches the tape.
8-9-2. Side out.
Wow, and now Catherine Parenteau comes up short on a mid-court ball that she makes in her sleep.
And traditionally, that's absolutely Catherine's, but when Anna Leigh's on the right, I'm not exactly sure. Little hesitancy.
Second serve.
Humberg has been making that.
Yeah, keep going. And I can even hear her exclaim, make it. We agree.
We agree. We're all in agreement there, unanimous. What a dig. Oh my. That ball is going to also go off the wall, but never made it there. George is okay. We do see both Anna Leigh, the 2 teenagers, wearing eye protection in this match as well.
Yeah, seeing it more and more. I don't blame the players.
Wow, and that's a drive that was up. Big swing at that volley from Humberg, and we are knotted at 9.
9-9-1.
I think that caught.
Second serve.
Just enough spin on that to get down.
I'm very impressed with these rolls. Even with missing several of them, the makes are so good.
Point.
Wow, and tried to do a little too much with a ball that you could just throw in the middle and live to talk another day. And we are suddenly at match point.
10-9-2.
And that will do it. Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parenteau. Congratulations, Catherine and Anna Leigh. You guys just keep on rolling. Catherine, I'll start with you. You're undefeated. Everybody knows it. When you step on the court, there's a big target on your back. You get everyone's best on the other side, and yet you keep getting it done. How are you able to do it every single time?
I think we just take it one point at a time. You can't think about the future, the past, or even sometimes I feel like you just have to stay in the present moment. Just take it one point at a time. Don't think about your record. It doesn't matter. Every team is a challenge. So I'm just super happy that we're still undefeated, but just got to stay in the present moment.
Annalee, great clutch play at the end of game 2. Mari Humberg, not a little bit more of a newer player, and she was using a variety of spins, not just the top spin from the kitchen, but also slicing the ball effectively. Is there anything that you're thinking about when you were playing an opponent with such good spin?
Well, I mean, just in general, playing a new opponent is always tough, especially coming into the pro level. You know they're going to be really good, so it's tough to play a really good player and not knowing how they're playing, especially with Mari, because she plays like no one I've ever seen before. I had no idea what she was going to hit. So I think the more we play her, the more we'll kind of understand, but it's going to take a couple matches for sure. I've heard about her in singles for having a really good slice return, and I think it was like the first return she hit, I missed the third because I totally forgot about it. It's like with lefties. I always forget when I'm playing a lefty that they're lefty. But so I think just kind of remembering the game plan and not being too surprised with some of her shots in that second game, even though we really were just guessing at times.
I got another tactical question for you, Catherine. We saw in the middle of game 2, all of a sudden, some very slow lobby serves. Was that something that came from the bench or something you wanted to try to sort of stop these spins?
Yeah, that came from the bench. They were like, why don't you try a lob serve? Sometimes it's super hard to slice when the ball is super high because you have to go from high to low. So it's just super hard. I feel like, if I have to try to slice a high lob serve, it's very hard to slice it back. So I just know how it feels, and we try to put some pressure that way so we could have an easy third or easy way into the kitchen line.
I think our lob serves need to get a little bit better before we start doing that again, though. So we'll be practicing that for the next time we play that team.
Well, ladies, once again, you're moving on to Championship Sunday. You're putting on a great show for this packed house here. So congratulations. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Keep up the great work.
Thanks. Thank you.